Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Jalen Says. Today we're with Phatz, the designer.
Hey, what's up, Jalen? How you doing?
Good. So, you're a designer. I worked with you a couple times before we went to Louisiana. We didn't have it this year because of COVID, but you're having it next year, right?
Yes, we looking forward to. We just got the okay in the paperwork a couple of days ago. I just started posting yesterday about the show, so I'm excited. I had fun. We had fun last year. It was a blast.
Yes, it was. So, Fats, can you tell us a little bit about you?
Well, I'm from originally from Richmond, Virginia, but I've been in Atlanta like about 4.5 to 5 years. I moved down here to pursue designing, and it's been kind of good. I mean, I've been doing it the whole time I've been here. I made a lot of progress in doing it. Became a little name, brought it up a little bit, and just branched out different things. Like I'm trying to make my clothing line into an empire. Just building it like with the oils, with the accessories. I wrote a book. Plus, I have a wine line getting ready to come out within the next 2 months. So it's like just pushing, trying to get to the next level.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about that book?
The book that I wrote is called "The Life of Phatz," and it's really telling about my life since I've been down here in Georgia, about my health issues I had before I moved here, and like how that I'm kind of trying to push and conquer them right now because I have kidney failure. Like the book, if anybody's read the book or interested in getting the book, if they get it, it'll just tell about what I went through when I first found out and how I changed it around, turned it around, not completely, but I turned it around as much as possible and just living life to the fullest right now.
Amen. So,
Thank you.
where can we find your book?
You can find my book on Amazon. All you do is if you go to Amazon, you just type in "Life of Phatz." That's Phatz Phatz, and they'll pull right up right there. And then if you want, you can reach out to me through social media, and I can get you a copy. Also, I can get you a signed. Well, that way you get a signed copy if you want one. The signature's no extra, just a regular price.
Mhm. So, can you tell us a little bit about your life? Like, what was it like growing up? What college did you go to? Things like that.
Growing up, it was fun. I had a good life. I mean, both my parents was home, so it was like everything was excellent. Grew up good, had the best of everything. College, I bounced around. Honestly, I bounced around with colleges because I could never decide. Once I decided on fashion, that's been like a passion of mine. So that's why I stuck with it. But I've been to school for real estate. I've been to school for pharmacy. I'm a legal drug dealer. Just joking. But I've been to school for occupational therapy. I took up physical therapy. So I've been to school. I took a little bit of everything up, but sticking with fashion. And right now, I'm in school again for fashion. I'm gonna get my degree so that I can go to the next level. So that they'll push me to the next level and give more. How I want to say it, give like just put a little more behind you because people take you more serious if you have a degree to go with you. Because we all out here struggling and trying to get to the next level. But when you have something that you pursuing, you want to have as much behind you as possible.
Yes. So, what made you decide to real estate school?
When I went, I honestly took real estate 2 times. I took it when I first came out of high school in Richmond, Virginia, and it was fun. But then I just went on, so I didn't really want to do it, and I took it down here in Georgia. I just took it actually last year, and I supposed when it took the state board. I haven't did that yet. I kind of put it off because I was still into fashion. It was just a little sidebar that I wanted to do, but once fashion started picking up more and more, and then everything, I had so much going on. I was just like, let me just go on and put it on hold because it wasn't something major that I had to do. So I just put it to the side again. But I probably go and take this state board. I probably take it within the next year. So honestly, because probably since I'm into school right now, like I graduate from fashion school and I'll be finished in 20 like the fall of 2021. So that's to be a major accomplishment. So I'm just right now I'm just trying to get that done, get out of the way, and then I could go to the next step that I want to do.
Yes. So, what is that next step?
Conquer the world. Just build my brand more and try and get to my peers because I said my peers and that's already up there, like Vera Wayne, Michael Kors, Ralph Lauren. You want to get to them kind of peers. We all not I don't take nothing away from anybody. I love everybody at work right now, but I'm trying to get to the next step because I want to become a household name, not just an Atlanta name or a Virginia name or a Florida name. A lot of places I've been that a lot of people know my name, so I just want to get to where I'm worldwide known, just not just a local person.
Yes. So, can you tell us about all your jobs and businesses? I heard you were a former owner at Money is Mandatory.
Uh, no, that's just my Facebook. That's just my Facebook. Like I have it on my profile, but it's true. Money is mandatory to do business and everything. You got to have money. A lot of people try and play around and don't really do what they supposed to do, but you got to be on point. And it business that you go into, you have to be on point. You can't go in half stepping or just being like, "Well, I got you later," or "Look out for me," or "Do this for me," and "I got you," or just doing. You want to have money on the table at all times. Once you start going, make sure your money is straight. Don't play with nobody money because that gets you hurt. So just gotta make sure you keep it going. That was it, man. My last job I had before fashion, I was into customer service. That's why I kind of got a good rapport with a lot of people. Like when I deal with a lot of people in the fashion field, it's like I just, it's almost like dealing with customer service. You gotta know how to talk to the person and just understand them. Just like the fashions I see that I want. Like when I see a person, I could see them in something. And just like when you meet them, you want to talk them out, want to talk to them and get to know them and learn them. And then you kind of have an idea of that person, Then that's the same thing with fashion because once you see what they like to wear, you understand them a little bit more. Because if they want to wear something real skimpy, you already know, oh, well, some it just depends on how often you see them. Somebody might put some skimpy on once, maybe twice, and they're just like going out something like that. But all the time, then you kind of get an idea of the people you deal with, and then that's the best way. You gotta have a good perception and understand people for they make it to the next level. Because if you're like the demographic that you deal with, you have to know what they want, what they need, and understand them.
Yes. So, I also heard you're a radio host.
I had kind of slowed down a little bit. I was burning the stick at all ends, and it got to me a little bit between doing two reality shows plus the fashion, traveling every weekend, plus school, plus getting ready for New York Fashion Week. That was the traveling came in from that because I'm in a different state. Like I've been in almost six different states in the last 2 months. So it's been a lot of traveling. Like I just came from Texas the weekend before last. I just went to Virginia on family business last weekend. So it's just like every weekend I'm constantly on the go. I just need to take a little time. I need to take a little vacation soon, just a me day, 1 or 2 me days.
Yep, you always need a me day.
Yes.
Sometimes it's a me week.
A me week would be nice, but I can't. I don't see a me week coming anytime soon with me.
Yeah, some me days.
So you ready for Louisiana?
I am. I can't wait to get back out on the road. I haven't been out in 7 months.
Oh wow, yeah, that's been a minute. I know
Yeah.
that COVID really slowed a whole lot of people down, but you didn't slow you down that much. You use inside, but you still been moving. I've been seeing your work, Michael Coyle, Tony Turd, everybody just doing good, and you doing your comedian things. I like that.
Thank you. So, how's your quarantine going?
My quarantine been kind of good. It's just I think I quarantined for I might have quarantined for like 3 months, 2 to 3 months, and I was back out. I mean, because it really, I feel like if you're gonna, I hate to say it like this, but if you're gonna catch, you're gonna catch it. So I just went on and did me. I went on. I've been doing shows. I did my anniversary show in June. I mean, I did shows before my anniversary show in person. I don't really get into all that viral show, viral fashion shows and everything. I like being in person, and I had a packed house. Like when I did my anniversary show, we had a packed house. We had people standing with standing room only for the show in June. But I think that's a lot of people was tired of being stuck in the house and wanting to get out the house. So it's just like you want to get the people what they want. A lot of people want to get out, but so many people are scared to come out their house. Which I understand that everybody had different fears. So it's just like I came out, gave the people what they want, and I still been doing it. I haven't slowed down since. I mean, I did like I probably since quarantine hit, since the COVID hit, I did at least about 5 shows since the quarantine been going on right as of right now. Still doing shows. I have I'm getting ready to do the ATL Hip Hop and Fashion Awards show this weekend.
Oh,
I'll be doing that show. Plus, I have a photo shoot on Saturday morning. That's going to go in the magazine. I know just interviewed Tony Turd, so I got lucky. I was able to get editorial in the magazine that he's getting ready to be featured in. So we're doing that photo shoot Saturday morning. So it's like everything's been a blessing. Everything happens for a reason. Uh, it really didn't slow me down. COVID kind of pushed me harder.
yeah. So your business is going great in COVID.
Yeah, it's been going good. It picked up a whole lot. And then, like I said, we're getting ready to do the Atlanta with Hip Hop Awards. And then after that, now I'm still doing, getting ready for New York because we're preparing for New York Fashion Week 2021. That's going to be in February. We've been going from city to city, doing model calls. Like I said, we did Texas, we did North Carolina twice. We didn't do Tennessee because of the storms hit that weekend, so we had to cancel Tennessee. But we did Virginia. We done North Carolina. Well, like I said, North Carolina, right? We did Atlanta. It's been all around. And then we had a lot of video submissions that came in. So we're still going through trying to choose the models. Plus, we still have Detroit coming up on October the 24th. And that'll be our last official casting call for New York Fashion Week. Then we'll start letting models know at the beginning of November if they're chosen, who was chosen for the wall. Because I
So
know
I heard
you. What you
I
gonna
heard
say?
you have an I heard you had an international show and TV show.
Yes, I did have my I was part of the Beautiful You fashion tour. And they took my clothes over to Dubai. So I was featured in Dubai Fashion Week. So that was a good thing. They made me an international designer. So it's I said everything happens for a reason. So I couldn't make it, but my clothes made it. So, but it still gave me the position where I'm international right now. I have videos with my clothes. And so it's been a good change. I love it. Excuse me.
Yeah,
So you ready for New York?
New York. I
Yeah.
haven't been in New York since never.
It's gonna be fun because I know you're one. I know you like you're everybody know you're one of my first kid brand ambassadors. So I know you'll be up there within the kids show up in New York in February. So that's one good thing.
Yes, it is. So, what is your first plan to do after quarantine on business wise?
Mm. Non-business. I mean, that's kind of how. I mean, to me, well, I don't know. I mean, I know everybody. Some people still in quarantine. To me, quarantine been over. So, but the first thing that I do plan on doing, I do want to go to Vegas. I supposed to went for my birthday, but I canceled it because Vegas has shut down during my birthday week. So I bought me a car instead of going out there. So that was a birthday gift to myself. So I'm gonna hit Vegas soon. I don't know. I might just pop up and just go there for a few days, just get a little R&R.
So, you're very excited about going to Vegas.
Yeah, it's not really. So I like going there because of getaway. Because I've been there a few times, and it's a real nice little getaway. I usually like going for the awards, like going for the Soul Train Awards and stuff like that. But I think I'm just go for just a regular vacation this time when I go.
Nice. So, how is your quarantine going non business wise?
Non-business, it's not too much non-business. Business is my life. I mean, somebody asked me, they were like, "Who you go with?" I said my business. That's my business. Everything. I got to keep it flow. I got all my attention going to my business. So that's like a 24/7 thing. I mean, I have to. I wake up in the morning. Yeah, like you're in my group. So I wake up in the morning, posting good mornings to everyone. I get on Facebook. I check email, doing pictures, doing homework, getting ready for school. I have like four classes where this is the end of the term. Today was the last of two of my classes. And I have one class Monday and one class Tuesday, and that'll be it for this term into next term. Uh, so far, I passed all my classes. I got like two A's, one B, one C. So that's it. My in work. So that's I think that came out kind of good. I'm trying to keep an A and B record with school.
Yep, that's incredible. You have to keep your A's, B's, and A pluses.
Yeah, because C is good, but I don't like a C. I'm trying to still bring it up. I got like two extra credit stuff that I'm trying to get in there so I could try and bring the C up before Tuesday when they turn in the paperwork. But as of right now, that's how I stand it.
Yep, you have to keep your A's, B's, and just have to keep it high all the time. So, do you want to do some audience questions?
Yes, that'd be cool.
What's your youngest age for your brand ambassadors?
The youngest age, actually, I honestly never thought about it. I spoke to a young lady last weekend, and she asked me to look at her son for us for a brand ambassador. He looked like he was around 7 or 8. He had a good look and everything, and I tried to work with him to see how he is because I had to work with a person before I make him a brand ambassador. I don't want to just bring someone in. You have to see how a person work, how they are with other models, because when you have a brand ambassador, that's like a step up from a model. Everybody's on the same thing, but if you make a brand ambassador, you want someone that's going to be able to lead in your absence or help the other models. So mainly when I do that, I make it someone who can help other models, or I've seen them help other models, and it's not a selfish person. You have some people that be like, well, I don't care what they do, or If they something happen, I'm gonna laugh, something like that. So it's honestly like just trying to you want to make sure the person is ready for that. You don't want to just be like, oh yeah, you can be it, and then some come in and they mess up or something happens. So I just try and make sure that they're ready for that slot because with the brand ambassadors, like with me still being kind of newly a designer, it's not really a paid position, but at the same time, I do offer my brand ambassadors perks. All my brand ambassadors, I offer them perks like far as photo shoots, they don't have to pay for. I pay for all the photo shoots so that they can, try and help build their portfolio up. If we go out of town, I take care of the hotels for them because I appreciate them coming out of town with me. And just if they anything that they wear or if they sell anything, then they get 25% of whatever is sold because they sold it. Without them, it wouldn't be me. So but I offer that to all my models. If there's something that they have on sale, I'm gonna give them a portion of it because that's how the audience saw it because they was wearing it.
So, where do you go to submit video casting?
They submit video casting. You can send it in to Phatz. That's PHATZ brand at gmail.com.
Okay. Do you design for younger kids, toddlers?
Yes, I do. I think the youngest person I had something on right now was 6. But I have like with my graphics, you like far as the herb like little t-shirts. I have t-shirts in like a 2T and a 3T. I have them at the house right now that I did, but I just never had a opportunity for a model to walk, a little kid model to walk or to be able to wear it. I would give it to them just all the GP just to see them with it on and then just advertisement too, just so people see that I do deal with toddlers. Because a lot of people have the idea that I only deal with one or the other. They think either I deal with plus size women and no regular women, or they think I deal with men and no women. So I let everyone know I deal with everyone: men, women, kids, plus size, standard, full figure, big and tall, extra small.
Yeah, so speaking of advertisement, I heard you're getting some billboards.
Yes, I had Billboard up the month before last. I'm working on the one for next month right now. I'm trying to get that straight between. I did my commercial like last month, so I'm trying to now that that's done. Then I'm trying to get the Billboard straight to get another one up, and plus I'm getting ready to do another commercial coming up in November, December.
Yeah. So we have another one. Man,
Okay.
you have billboards and commercials. But I have two 3-year-old boys here in Mississippi that can model for you. That's
Okay,
great.
that's no problem. Like I said, I told you, I saw that email. You could send it to me, and then we could go from there. Do you travel or? Because I haven't so far. I haven't did a show in Mississippi. I know I have a show coming up in Alabama. That's going to be on November the 7th. That's going to be Mimosos and brunch fashion show. And then I have the Louisiana coming up in for Essence Festival, and I know firsthand from the coordinator of the show that they're looking for kids and they're looking for men for to be in that fashion show. They said women can come and audition, but they mainly looking for a lot more men and kids. So that's a good opportunity for you to get your kids in there also.
Yes, you should start them up at an early age because that'll help them grow up into be whatever they want to be, like artist, model, anything. Yep, you gotta start them off young.
Yeah, that's one thing because once you start them off young, they get the opportunity for to see if they like or if they don't like it. And then if they do like it, you don't know the sky's the limit because models, the model side is somewhere. You like look at Tyra Banks started when she was young, and Cynthia Bailey, she started when she was young. You have some models that start when they're older, so it's like you're never too young or you're never too old for to be a model. You just gotta come out and do what you gotta do. You show your work. You show how you are. You show how you are on the runway. You gotta slay the runway. You can't just come out there and be like, oh, I don't want to do it, or because we have so many parents that they try and force the kids, but a lot of kids they come on, they love it. I've seen a lot of kids just want to they'll look right there, they be shy, they be looking like, oh. Then they hit the runway. Someone's apparently excuse me, they're on the runway just gone. They just walking up and down it. They strutting. And we had a model call in Houston. It was a little girl. She was so cute, and she was walking around. And they were like, "Oh, she leading things." Every time she walk around, she would just turn and look and do a, like a little pose. So it's like kids are the future. So you want to try and put them in the right direction right now. So if you had the opportunity, please send the video in. I have no problem. I'm easy to reach. I'm easy to talk to. Majority 9 times in, most people have my number. They call me, so I'm always reachable either through Facebook or through social media, email, or phone.
That's great. You have to keep on, um, keep on advertising. You have to keep on getting more models. You have to keep with what you do because what you do is awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, besides Louisiana and New York, do you have any more shows coming up?
Oh yeah, it's like I got a whole lot of shows coming up. Actually, that's why I said Corona. I like Corona well. Like I said, I had the ATL awards this weekend. Next weekend, I'll be in Fayetteville for the No Heels the Hill fashion show. That's going to be talking about just women who's been battered. Just a fashion show just to heal, to help heal. That's going to be in Fayetteville on October the 3rd. I'll be in the Cream Magazine fashion show on October the 10th. That's going to be in Midtown Atlanta. And then trying to get the date straight. November the 7th, I'll be in Huntsville, Alabama. That's for mimosas. My good friend Walisha McCarthy, she got me involved at that show, so I can't wait for that. And then December the 12th, I'll be in a special 70s show. That haven't even been announced yet, y'all. To hearing it from me right now. So I'm just letting y'all know. And then also coming up in December, the first week in December, that's ATL Hottest. So that's another award show. Vote for me. Vote for me. That's coming up. I don't know the exact date. I will have to look that up, but I will post it once I get the date. That's what everyone is going in now. Everyone is doing and voting for the hottest. ATL hottest. I've been nominated like the last 3 years in a row. So maybe I get lucky this year. But if not, it's just a award. So whoever win, you always show appreciation just for getting nominated, just for being noticed. I just you just I love just meeting people and then that's just make my day honestly because when I talk to people and it's just like anything I can do to help them I don't mind because helping each other it helps me out too and it helps you out and it just get us all to the next level. I don't want to be the kind of person to be like, oh, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that, or no, I can't do this, I can't do that. If I can do it, if I can fit in my schedule, I will. I forgot. Oh, that's why I forgot. I do got one show. Like I said, this is gonna sound crazy, but I have 3 shows and one on the same day, October the 24th. We have our casting in Detroit for New York Fashion Week. I have the Mario Scott Kids Fashion Show down in Atlanta, Georgia, and I be in Charlotte, North Carolina for Regina show for the truly. Hold on for a minute. I don't want to mess the name of the show up. I got it right here in front of me. Hold on one moment. I like to get the names of the show. That way, it shows the person. For the I Am Fearfully and Wonderfully Made fashion tour on October the 24th. And even though I got three of them, I will be at all three of them. I might not be in person at two of them, but I will be in person in one of them. And I will have a representative at the other two because the show goes on. We got to do what we got to do.
Yes, we do. And we'll talk a little more about that information at the end.
Okay.
So, what is your family like?
My family, I mean, they're all supportive. They support everything I do. They when I come to the city, they try and make it. They're waiting for me to do another show in Richmond. I just was asked that when I was up there over the weekend, when you doing the show here? But I had to kind of fit that in. One of my mentors, he asked me to do a show there in the next year, like in the beginning of the year. So I'm thinking about maybe around maybe February, March, or April. I'll be doing a show in Richmond, but I just don't know the exact date. But other than that, my family, friends, everyone is very supportive of everything I do.
That's great. So, what are your hobbies like?
Hobbies. Hobbies is mainly just work. I mean, I draw in my spare time. I do a lot of sketching with new designs because I'm working on. I y'all be the first one. I mean, a few people heard, but they don't know. I'm actually working on a new line that's going to be coming out, and I'll be debating in New York. It's going to be the Melvin Williams signature collection. That's going to be a high end after seven line. So I've been working on the designs for that along with doing my regular designs for a few upcoming shows. And like when I leave here, like after I get off here tonight, I have to do some homework. And then tomorrow when I wake up, I have to sew a dress for Saturday for the photo shoot. You know, I get that together. I did the design already, and I made sure that the model liked the design because I want to by being in a magazine, as being in the magazine with a celebrity on it, you want to make sure that the picture come across good. And the models, my models, they come out great. But I want to really go be above average with this one because it's going to be like one of the like a big. This is going to be a big step and a big accomplishment for me and the model as well.
Nice. So, what hobbies do you want to take up after quarantine? Well, after other people's quarantine is done.
Probably a good game of spades will be good. I can't even get a good game going because a lot of people don't want to, they don't. A lot of people don't want to come around in groups. But that's mainly. I mean, that's my special. Like and like watching TV or playing cards. That's relaxing. That's just relaxed. Drawing relax me because it just get my mind just wanders everywhere. Just anything that's in my mind, it comes like when I was in school and the teacher would like to do our designs and turn in designs we couldn't color. And I was like, what can I color? No, we just want the basic designs, no color. Because I want to color and then imagine, like once I draw the picture, I want to see the color on the picture. That way I could kind of see if I really like it and then to see just how the person that I envision it on a word and how it look on them.
Nice. So, anything that is like out of the ordinary thing that you would do when quarantine's done?
Uh, I want to go zip lining. I do want to do that. I don't know. I always be doing because when I went to Vegas a couple of years ago, I supposed to went zip lining, and I ended up leaving a little early. I had a little emergency, had to leave early, so I didn't go on. I had paid for it and everything, but I just left I think I left like 3 days early because the first time I went, I was out there like 4 or 5 days. The second time I was out there like about a week and a half, and then last time just a few days. So it's just like I just want to get out there. If I do go, I want to have like at least 2 weeks out there and just do everything I want. Because you can do everything in Vegas. Like you said, what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. Have a good time, enjoy yourself, do everything that's on your mind to do, and just come back home and be back to work in business as usual.
Nice. We said this before, but she just to say it again. What school did you go to?
I'm in AIU right now. I go to the AIU in Dunwoody. Right now, we've been doing virtual learning, but I'm so happy I go back on campus in 2 weeks. When I start a new term, I'll be on campus for two classes and online for two. They've been trying to hold. They've been holding back because they had to make sure we're good for social distance for us with the students and make sure everyone was safe. Which I understand that because with school wise, you have so much going on. Like athlete, like even though with my feeling that it's okay, just be careful, do what you gotta do. But I understand you gotta look out for the students and the teachers that got kids. So I understand that. So I just waited patiently and I'll be back in school. And then as far as real estate school down here, I went to Metro Brokers, Metro Brokers. It's part of I think Good Homes and Gardens or something. It was out on La Vista.
Nice. And we have a good question right here. A
Okay.
very good. What celebrity designer would you like to work with?
Honestly, that's a real good question. If I had to say, I'm gonna give two of them because one that I really wish I had opportunity to work with was Dior. I just wrote a paper about him for my midterm a couple of weeks ago, and just because the clothes that I love to do, like I love work with a woman in her curves, as far as with my women's division, and I knew that's what he did. He bought about a lot of curves with his clothing, like back in the night when he did his first dress in 1947, for us making it for the curvy woman. And it just I felt so like okay, I would like I wish I would have got the opportunity to work with him and learn from him. So that's a celebrity design that's passed. But one right now, I would say Ralph Lauren. I love his style because he wear like the clothes he make. He don't just make it for one style. He have the urban, which I have the urban. He have his every day. He have his after seven, and it's just like it's no stopping him. He's everywhere. Like that's what a lot of designers that are like that. They're into a little bit of everything. That's why I got going to a little bit of everything from them. You don't never just stop doing one thing. I'm not just gonna say I just make clothes. See, I want to say I have like I have my fragrance line, I have my wine line, I have my accessory line, and just build my way up. I want a shoe line. I had the opportunity for a shoe line, but it wasn't the right time.
I have another one from.
Excuse me. Excuse me, I apologize.
This is almost the same, but what celebrity model would you love to wear the designs?
Mm, now that's real good. I would like Naomi Campbell. I love because her legs, she had them beautiful long legs. And when she put something on, when she walked in the runway, it's really gonna be seen. And then that would be my top one. And I would like to work with Tyra Banks because just how she carry herself, the clothes, and she when she walk, it's just like she represents a brand. Because you have models that would represent your brand to the fullest. You have some that's just gonna put it on just to do what they got to do and keep it going, and that's celebrity, non-celebrity.
Nice. So we don't have many yet. So before we get off, can you tell us where to find you, where we could find your shows online, where we could find everything?
Okay, Oh, great. Right now, the reality shows. The first one is called The Real Life Styles of Atlanta. That's a show that I created. That's on the Evan Vision Network. Right now, we're still in the middle of filming. So, but if you go to YouTube to The Real Life Styles of Atlanta, you'll see some bloopers, some excerpts, some just little comical parts. The second reality show I'm on is called The Unseen Atlanta. That's underground about the underground workings in Atlanta, as far as fashion, music. Excuse me, I apologize. It's just regular working. But both of them are out. I'm still filming on both of them right now, so they'll be coming out very soon. I want to say the Unseen Atlanta. Just said that episode will be coming out within the next 2 months, I believe. The first episode. And then on social media, you can find me on Facebook at Williams Phatz. That's my main page. That's PHATZ. On my second page, you can find me at Phatz Williams. It's like I got a little twist back and forth so people could know which page to catch me on. On IG, you could reach me at Phatz_brand. On Twitter, you could reach me at Phatz Clothing for you. Or if you want, you could Google me. I'm on Google everywhere you look. Or if you just want to personally try and get in contact with me, you can send me an email at fatsbrand@gmail.com, and I will return all messages within usually the same day, because as soon as I see a message, I return it. I answer it or try and get back with the person, because I don't like a person to hold on too long, because a customer is business, and business is what I'm here to do.
Yeah. So before we get off, there's two excellent questions. Who inspired you? And is there an African American designer who inspired you?
I think when I was younger, I was just inspired by the different fashions I saw, because growing up, it was just like everyone, back in the 90s, you had like Salt and Pepper, you had Run DMC, you had LL Cool J. Everyone had their own style of fashion. And it was just like, I loved fashion growing up, but I kind of got out and just, how people do, I moved on with life. I started working and just I was working at the post office, just did that. And after a while I got tired of it. I said, this is not life, just working for somebody else. And then when I got sick, I really said, I gotta, just gotta keep it moving, just do my own thing and go to the next step. And then as far as black designers, I would say it's so many different designers out here, but I'm trying to think of one that I would put at the top, because I don't want to take away from any of them, honestly, because everyone brings something different to the table. I'm trying to think of who was back then that I was said really. It's hard. That's a hard one, honestly. I had to think on that one. Is because back in the 90s, it was so many people that did everything. Hello, you got. I think you got mute. So you got
Oh,
Jalen. Oh,
while we're
okay.
thinking, you're thinking, you have two more questions. Are your clothing affordable for the average person?
Yes, I make everything. All my clothes are affordable. That's one of my logos. My clothes are made for the. My clothes are affordable for the everyday person.
That's not. And my question for both of you is this: do you feel like this generation will be the one to change of what currently going on with regulations in the U.S.?
Uh, I'll let you. I let you. Since you young, I let you answer first, and I get my answer. Because I got
Uh,
one I want to say.
I don't have. I don't have many views politically, so this question is for you.
Okay, excuse me. I would say that's going to be a hard question. I'm going to say yes and no because a lot of stuff that we are doing, on with the race relations, it's coming along, but it's still a long way to go. I'm not even gonna. I don't want to sugarcoat it. Says now it's still a long way to go because we have so many people that's at odds, black against black, and then the black against the white, and against the racism. And it's just like you have when you go like with the Black Lives Matter, you have a lot of like people that be like, "Well, I don't believe in that," or it don't help, or so they are not really trying to adjust or trying to help. It's just like they are trying to just stay where they just want to be like, well, just leave everything alone or just go like this. I mean, everything has come a long way. Don't get me wrong, because with the protesting, the peaceful protests, that goes further than the violent protests. But as you see, it's not a lot of the blacks that are doing the violent protests. You have a lot of people that's coming in and trying to mingle in and then start stuff and then make it like the blacks are doing it. So that make it even worse for us because it's like we can't even come together as a group or a culture for the work together for the common goal. Just like I give a lot of applause to like Portia Williams from the Housewives of Atlanta, Yandy Smith from Love and Hip Hop New York. They went to fight for Breonna Taylor. They got arrested. They got arrested twice. They were doing peaceful protests. And then you have the people that do the peaceful protests. They get locked up quicker than the ones that's rioting because they don't want to see a peaceful protest. So like it's like a tug of war. You go out there and you try and fight for what's right, and then they're trying to make you look like a villain while you're doing it. If you're not looking like a villain, then they're trying to take you away from the scene so that it's take away from the causes you're doing. A lot of people be like, oh, they ain't interested. All they want to do is fight. They want to loot. They want to do this. So it's like it's difficult. That's a very difficult question. If we could come together and just try and like I said, peaceful protests and stand for what we believe in. Like I said, a lot of people said bad black. I mean, I bad black as much as possible. So it's very difficult, like trying to stay on top of everything. But all we can do is try our best and hope for a better tomorrow.
That's true. We have to hope for a better tomorrow. So, well, thank you for being on Jalen Says.
Thank you for having me.
And bye.
I see y'all later.
And thank you for the wonderful audience members in the crowd. I hope you should up on the next episode of Jalen Says and stay